My name's Carlo Villarica, and I'm one of the founders of Zerothreetwo, and I'm the host of Zerothreetwo Conversations, the podcast. It was at first like a lifestyle website, like what to eat, where to go, places to visit, tourist places in Cebu. And then that's how it started. But later on, it morphed to what it is now, which is primarily a place for podcasts where we interview creatives. That's the very short version of it. The whole reason for me to start a podcast is not really, if people listen, great. Fortunately, people listen. I'll skip to the end, but fortunately, people listen to the podcast and seem to enjoy it. But the reasoning for me to do it was, we were doing the website Zerothreetwo, and then I was writing articles for it, and I found writing quite difficult. No, it's something that I find hard to do, especially if you want to do it well. So I did, but I wanted some sort of content out there. I mean, I was kind of fulfilled with the articles also because you get a piece of yourself out there and people were reading it. But I also found that it became less and less effective, especially with sometimes people forget we started in 2011, I think. So that's a long time ago. This is before Instagram became a thing, before influencers became a thing. So people were still reading blogs, and once these other platforms came out, less people started visiting the blog, and social media became more of a thing. So, we tried to adapt, but again, writing is hard. It's actually really fun. It's really fun to do. First criteria was, do I enjoy doing it? Will somebody care about it? And I forgot what the third one was, but basically, the biggest thing was, will I myself enjoy doing it? Will I learn something from other people? And it turns out, hosting a podcast is really fun because you sit down with somebody that you would talk to anyway, that you like talking to. You sit down with them for 2 to 3 hours, and then the only difference is it's recorded. So, lingaw good, it's fun. What matters to me is that the people who are listening enjoy it, and then fortunately, we get occasionally we'll get screen grabs on people's phones that they're listening to the podcast. And then the nice thing is it'll be in you'll see in the phone it's a screen grab of Spotify or something. So you see at what point they're listening to. And it's at the hour 38 mark. So as opposed to an article where most people just read the headline or the first few sentences and they're done, it reaches more people because more people are used, at least in Cebu, more people are used to the articles. But as more and more people discover podcast as a medium, it's really interesting because it's something you can listen, you can do while doing other things like driving. So for the longest time, that's been my medium of choice in terms of learning stuff, in terms of entertainment. The podcast, Zerothreetwo Conversations, you can find it anywhere you can find podcasts, whether it's your podcast app on your iPhone or Google Podcasts or Spotify. If you just search Zerothreetwo Conversations. Also, you can go to zerothreetwo.com. That's 032 in letters. So you can find the podcast there. My personal social media is at Sober Musings. So really just, my life stuff, cycling, my 2 baby boys, my wife. And yeah, my name is Carlo Villarica, and you're watching In Your Element.